Welcome to the World of Warcraft Path of Classic Q&A video. Before we get into the video, I just quickly wanted to point out right away that this is not something I or we regularly do. It is a relative new approach to announcements and I like it, so please bear with us. We really wanted to pursue this method to see if it perhaps performed better than just a text announcement. Again, this is the first time I or we do something like this, but we are going to do the best to our capability to make this video as interesting and entertaining as overall possible. Now, for those who do not know what Path of Classic is, allow me to briefly explain. Path of Classic is a passion project and a private server developed by game enthusiasts whom has been in the emulation scene for a long time and played this game for even longer. This of course is different for every staff individual, but I personally have been playing the game for about 13 years and I have been in the emulation scene for a little more than 10 years. Path of Classic is a rehauled classic experience taking place in the Legion game engine, specifically patch 7.3.5, which brings new spells and talents, class race combinations, and many other systems from the Legion expansion, and other expansions of course. In its entirety, we are creating the game around the Legion engine with Legion class spells, talents, and stat attributes, but in an attempt to replicate Classic and its standards. Now, many of you will probably question this decision and why we decided to pursue such a project. The main reason is better graphics, better class rotations, a more balanced gameplay, and overall that it is a new experience, and it has never really been done before. If you would like a unique video that would present the server and the concept, then please do let us know either on Discord or the comments section below this video. Now moving on to the questions that were asked by our community members on our Discord, they go as following. Since the Black Market Auction House is located in the Legion Dalaran, will the Black Market Auction House be located now in a secret disclosed area in Kalimdor or Eastern Kingdom? As much as we would love to have this system available, we actually disabled it from the game. In the beginning we felt that it didn't follow the classic manner we had in mind. But this is something we'd like to ask the community what they want. We do have the capability of choosing what we want to be sold on that market, and it allows competitive bidding against both the Horde and the Alliance. It is also worth mentioning that any item listed will of course cost a big amount of gold. But we really want to hear your thoughts about it, so please do leave a message down below in the comment section or pop in on our Discord and let us know there. The next question is, if the population of the Realm faction is unbalanced, will there be a cross-faction dungeon raiding system available when that time comes around? The reason for this question is sometimes people will quit or get bored of the server due to imbalance. Now the answer to that is, I'm glad you're concerned about it. Because it is truly one of the major problems with private servers that pursue the BlizzLink environment. Should it happen that we do not meet a value that is set as balanced, then we will further ask and come to an agreement with you guys on what type of features you consider cross-faction friendly. Seeing how Path of Classic community is actually a part of the development of Path of Classic, we want to include you guys in these things. Because you will be playing this and we just want to make sure you have a great time. Moving on to the next question. Will there be scripted content released for AQ40, Nax, like war efforts and Scourge invasions? And the answer to that is, this is definitely something that is truly unique within the gameplay and overall the experience of classic World of Warcraft. Now we will do our utmost best to make sure these events are scripted and properly presented, but we do not hold any guarantees simply because we do not know if we're able to make it. But we want to try and we'll do whatever it is, or whatever is in our power to make sure this happens. Granted, these events are ages away and we do have time to figure this out. We will of course let you know furtherly in the upcoming announcements of said phases. Next question. Where is the server located? The server is as of right now in Europe, Germany, Frankfurt. Per server launch, we are still going to remain in the EU. However, the location of the server is yet a bit unclear, but we do reckon something in between Germany, Netherlands, or along those lines. The next question says, since the server is going to be a Legion Classic realm, will the achievement for Lore Master and the Explorer be unlocked for people to obtain since we will not have access to Outland or any of the other expansion maps? As per the Lore Master and Explorer achievement, you will not be able to fulfill the requirements for those achievements taking place in the expansion maps at this time. Our focus is on Kalimdor and Eastern Kingdoms, and those you will be able to complete. It is worth mentioning that the expansions are not there just for nothing, but that's information for later. We'll see what we do down the road. Next question. Will the server have a PTR to test next raid tiers? Reasons asking is so we can test to see if anything is bugged ahead of time. The answer to that is, as of beta, there will not be any PTR realms. But I do believe it is safe to say that after launch, we will provide a PTR realm so you can test out all the different changes we do to help us prepare these changes for the live realm and the rest of the community. Next question. Will this server host any events like PvP tournaments, dungeon racing, round firsts, and guild raid clears? And answer to that is, we would love to host all of those events, and we are definitely going to look into making this possible and as competitive as we possibly can. This is however not a guarantee that the events will be a thing, but we want to try and make this happen. Moving on to the next question. Will Arena be rated? Answer. Yes, arenas will be rated, and gladiator titles, mounts, and relative cosmetic items will be distributed depending on the top team of that season. Next question. Will you allow Chinese botters as long as they pay you for it, like all other vanilla servers? The answer is of course not. Anyone violating our terms of service will be facing the appropriate punishments. We of course value your game time and the server's economy and intend to enforce that it stays balanced. Next question. These are, well, I'm gonna merge these two questions because they're very similar. What non-cosmetic items will be in the donor shop, and what cosmetic items will be in the donor shop? To answer the first one, as long as it's an item that a player can use, it's not going to be in the shop. We will only be gifting cosmetic items like mounts, pets, and toys, or tabards. And that kind of answers question number 2. Next question. It was mentioned that the tier sets will have their set bonuses re-implemented. But a good amount of the old set bonuses are useless because they affect spells that are no longer in the game, or increase/decrease threat or decrease mana cost for caster DPSs, etc. And this is kind of insignificant in Legion. Will there be done anything to rework some of the set bonuses that have no effect? The answer to that is, well, if there is a set bonus that doesn't do anything, then yes, it will be reworked. We are looking to revamping majority of that system. However, it's a very time-consuming task, and we have to carefully check everything out. But most of this should be uncovered during the beta. Next question. A group of 25 level 60s in Legion will face roll all raids. In order for the raids to be difficult, will there be made an effort to tune the raids to accommodate for a 25-man group? Or will the raid size be kept reduced instead? To answer that question, we have been discussing internally about changing up the mechanics of the raid bosses and raid mobs to make it a bit more challenging. We will not be adding new additions to the raids, simply because that would change up the structure too much. And we do love the structure, we just think that the fights are boring. You can go to Ragnaros and he's probably the most boring fight ever. No joke. So we're looking to improving his fights and other raid bosses fight that we consider, well, boring. But we will see down the road what we do. But yes, we are definitely improving the overall feeling of raids, and we will do something about the fact that you can, well, back when we tested this on Legion, that you could actually face roll all raids with 25 level 60s. We will make sure that that's not a thing here. This brings us to the end of the Q&A video, and we hope you enjoyed and got answers to the questions you may have had. Perhaps you're brand new and have never even heard of us, and this sparked your interest. Then I hope that's the case. If it didn't, then that's also fine. I do wish you all a wonderful day, night, or evening further on. And if you are more interested about the project, please visit us at pathofclassic.com. Here you can find our latest news announcements, invitation link to our Discord, and many other things. Goodbye for now.